We're going to continue our discussion about microsociological theories of delinquency by talking about socialization theory, which really links to differential association theory closely. So differential association theory is in fact a type of socialization theory, and generally socialization theories say that delinquent behavior can be conceptualized as a socialization or a learning process. So just to kind of recap some of the things that we know about socialization, it starts before birth as parents prepare for the arrival of their new children, requires formal and informal teacher modelers called agents of socialization that oftentimes also can be conceptualized as agents of social control. It occurs within individuals on both the conscious and subconscious levels, so we learn overtly, and we learn when we don't even know that we're learning, just as people teach overtly, and they teach and model even when they don't know that they're doing it. And socialization isn't just something that's restricted to early childhood. It happens across the lifespan, as well as a multitude of institutions, educational institution, the family, religion, government, as well as within the economy as we become professionally socialized. So learning and socialization theories have been established with wide acceptance amongst sociologists, criminologists, psychologists, family theorists, a wide variety of professions and subdisciplines and disciplines use these types of theories to explain behavior. And studies find a great deal of support for socialization theories in the field of delinquency, including, socialization into violent behavior, into nonviolent crimes, and socialization into things like substance use and abuse. Socialization theories apply a lot of other types of work by sociologists and psychologists to be able to explain how socialization works. So for instance, Aker's differential reinforcement theory, which is a socialization theory, draws on the principles of operant conditioning of voluntary behavior, which states that, within the environment there's a series of reinforcements and series of punishments that all relate to whether or not behavior is more or less likely to occur, and also applies other principles of operant conditioning, such as the satiation and deprivation principle, the principle of immediacy and contingency and size, which will all relate to whether or not a behavior continues or becomes extinct. If we think about the principles of operant conditioning in relation to the associations that we have with a variety of different groups, we can see how deviant behavior may occur when we are more likely to be interacting with one group in comparison to other groups. The principles of operant conditioning can help us understand processes in which people become socialized into or otherwise learn deviant or delinquent behaviors. Just as there are critiques to things like labeling theory and strain theory and control theory and biological theories and psychological theories, so are there critiques to theories of socialization. So one such critique is that socialization theory leads us to the belief that we are over-socialized, that we are merely a result of the groups and institutions and organizations in which we occupy, and that there is no room really for rational choice or rational actions. Other criticisms of socialization theory point to problems of logic. So critics of socialization theory continually point out that there's a tautological error that's made in socialization, which is the result and the cause are the same thing. So what causes deviance? Socialization. And what is the result of deviance? socialization. So it's this argument where you're continually chasing your tail to be able to explain something. Socialization is the process, socialization is the product. And so it makes it really difficult to parse out, where does it all start? So that kind of concludes our discussion on microsociological theories of deviance, and also concludes the recitation period for exam 1.